Soldier Field in Chicago. Today, we've got a good one on tap. It's the Pittsburgh Steelers and the Chicago Bears. Greg Olsen, and that's Cairo Santos to get us started. And off we go from Soldier Field. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. Well, here come the Steelers, and that's the sight that looks odd, but people were looking to see after keeping us waiting all spring. Year 21 in the league for Aaron Rodgers, his first as the Steelers quarterback.
You know, it's funny how time flies, Mike, and we won't call him old. We'll just call him experienced. And here's a guy who's been doing this for a really long time at a high level, and he's going to hope that some of that experience works in his favor today. And when he plays well, this is proving to be a really hard team to beat.
Metcalf left side, he's got it. And no chance to turn and go. That one good for just a couple.
Brings up 2nd and 8 at the 28-yard line.
Second down, 8 to go from the 28. Looking to throw, it's Rodgers. Drop this down to Warren. They'll get maybe 3 out of that one, and it's going to set up 3rd down.
Defensive coordinators preach all the time, play pass defense with vision. It's exactly the case here. They're able to rally to the ball, keep that to a short game.
Here's a 3rd down and 4. Working out of the gun, it's Rodgers. That's over the middle and taken in. He's got it. And he will have the 1st down. The drive will continue after a pickup of 8.
1st down, Pittsburgh.
Mike, I think we make so much of all these fancy routes, right? The selling, the head fakes, getting in and out of the break. And while that's really important to create separation, that's really more of a man beater. That's when teams want to just play you one-on-one and you have to beat the defender. Against zone defense like we saw here, it's a lot more simpler. Understand the concept of the play, understand where the holes in the defense are, and get there and be friendly to the quarterback. And if you're open, stay open. That's NFL route running. That's what the best guys do.
From the 44-yard line, here's 2nd down and 6. Rodgers out quick to Metcalf. They'll get maybe 3 out of that one, and it's going to set up 3rd down.
3-yard pickup. And it's 3rd down.
They send Freiermuth, the tight end, in motion. Rodgers on 3rd and 2. He's got his tight end, and Freiermuth. Good work after the catch. They gain 19 yards and a 1st down.
Gain of 19 yards. And the Steelers 1st down.
I know, I'm biased. But listen, you can't convince me, Mike, that there's a better option on the field, especially when you got a guy like this, that on 3rd down or critical moments, that's where the ball needs to go. The size, the speed, the matchup problems that he creates. If I was in a critical situation, there is no doubt where I'm going with the ball.
They'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
I think it's a smart play, especially this early in the game. I don't think you want to start forcing throws, take any unnecessary risks, allow your team to get settled in, don't have any sudden change turnovers. So I think in the end there, he made the right move.
Again, it's Rodgers. That one down the field, but they cannot connect, and it's incomplete.
His offense is doing everything they can to quiet this crowd, and even though they missed on that long attempt, at least it sets the tone that they're going to continue to attack. They can come up with a completion on one of those downfield passes. It's going to go a long way to settling themselves into this game.
On third down, Rodgers. Look at that. Slinged it across his body and connected. And a good short tackle right there. It stops him a good distance short of the marker. It sets up fourth down.
When you throw the ball short of the sticks on third down, you're relying heavily on the yards after the catch. So give credit to the defense here. Once the ball carrier had the ball, multiple guys around him, corralled him, take him down short of the sticks.
43-yard attempt.
Boswell's kick is good. And the Steelers will take a 3-0 lead.
A lot of times as an offensive player, you come off the field, you're not thrilled to end a drive like this with a field goal. But I think in this case, you can label it a success. You were able to operate your offense. You were able to quiet this crowd just a little bit and come away with an early lead.
3 points on that opening drive. We'll see the response as the kick's away. On the return, it's Tyler Scott. A good return as he takes it across the 30. So here come the Bears and their quarterback for the second straight year. #1 pick in the 2024 draft. It's Caleb Williams.
Mike, the term generational talent, it gets thrown around a bit too loosely these days, in my opinion, but you can make an argument if one guy coming out of the draft the last couple years was worthy of that description, it's Caleb Williams. I mean, the arm talent, the playmaking ability, the ability to play off script when things don't go perfectly. I mean, he is such an interesting prospect, special player, and I'm excited to watch him here in this one.
Throwing left side there, but it is incomplete. Rome Odunze, the one he was looking for. And that will lead to a second down.
Seems like there was some miscommunication that time. They clearly weren't on the same page. That's something that they've got to get on the sideline and get corrected as soon as possible, because I think they just missed out on what could have been a big play.
And nice work there after the catch. He's a little short of the first down after a gain of 7.
We tend to make NFL offense very complicated, Mike, but sometimes it's as simple as this. Get the ball into the hands of your playmakers and just let them do the rest.
Third down and 3. Working out of the gun, here's Williams. And on third down, that ball's incomplete.
But here we find the best laid plans sometimes do go astray. Every offense, Mike, what do they tell us? We want to stay ahead of the chains. We want to stay on schedule. This was a third and very reasonable. Incomplete on that third down try. Now brings up 4th and short.
On 4th down, the Bears send out their second-year man, Torrey Taylor, to punt. Kalvidowski deep for the Steelers. A fair catch called for and made just beyond their own 50. The Steelers offense going to take over now for the second time. They had the field goal on the opening drive to take the early lead. See if they can improve on it here. 3-0 is our score, and it's 1st and 10. They'll start by going forward with a pop pass. And this defense having nothing of it. They get them down for a loss on the play.
Tried to get a little cute here, get the ball into the hands of one of their receivers in space on a jet motion, but really nice job there by the defense. When you can set good edges and you can have good force players on the perimeter of the defense, there's really nowhere for this jet sweep to go, because with them running horizontal before the snap, it's very hard for these receivers to cut and get vertical. Just a little slow developing on that screenplay there. It was pretty obvious to the entire defense exactly what was going on. Nobody was thinking pass. Nobody was getting back into their drops, and just nowhere for that back to go.
They need to get it to the 27. This is third down. Rodgers. Push down to his left. Taking off. He'll try to get there. So just a lone field goal in the first quarter of play. It's the Steelers with the early lead. We're back to Soldier Field after this. On fourth down, the Steelers turn to Cameron Johnston to punt. Devin Duvernay back deep for Chicago. This kick hangs up, and a fair catch will be taken beyond the 35-yard line. The Bears offense ready to see what they can do on their second possession. They'll see if they can put something together here, beginning with 1st and 10. Off play action. Here's Williams. Gonna look deep, looking for more. And they will finally get them as he's brought down near the 40-yard line.
The best way, Mike, for a defense to make these bad throws is don't allow the quarterback to throw the ball to their first read. By the time he gets to the 3rd or 4th read, in this case, the defender has already put himself in position, jump that route, challenge the receiver, and that's a big-time takeaway.
The Steelers offense ready to see what they can do with this next possession. They'll look to build on their 3-0 lead as this drive starts with a 1st and 10. On play action, Rodgers. He's got Freiermuth open on the left side. They'll get it up 4 here as he is taken down.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6 at the 42-yard line.
From the 42-yard line, here's 2nd and 6. Play action now with Rodgers. And they're going to work this down inside the 45. A pickup of 14 on that one. Good for a Steeler 1st down.
That's just such a tough throw. I mean, that's all arm. Being able to get your body turned and throw back across your body. I mean, it's one thing if you're just throwing it a couple yards to a check down. But in this case, he's still willing and able to push the ball downfield. And there does come some danger when you throw back across. But in this case, it's a big completion.
He's close to a 1st down. It's a gain of 9. Nice pitch and catch on 1st down.
2nd and a yard at the Bears 34-yard line.
From the 34-yard line, here's 2nd and 1. They'll run. This is Jalen Warren. And that'll give him a 1st down. Tackle made after the pickup of 3.
Well, here's where you really see the value of having a good run game. 3rd and short, 4th and short. The ability to just keep it simple, win up front, turn around, hand the ball to your back, and to say, okay, more likely than not, we're going to get a fresh set of downs, maintain possession, and now continue to find opportunities to go generate points.
And a strong 1st down run, a pickup of 9, setting up 2nd and short.
A gain of 9 brings up 2nd and 1.
Once again, it's Warren. And he will keep the drive moving. Gets the first down. Nice gain of 5.
They're doing a really nice job of keeping this defense on their heels with this balanced attack. We've seen them be effective both run and pass, and right now the defense just doesn't seem to have an answer.
On the ground, this is Warren. Nice job pushing through the would-be tackler. Gain of about 3. Second down.
Nice job by the running back making the first guy miss, but it's the pursuit by the entire defense. Even though he doesn't get him down on his first try, the rest of his guys are all rallying to the ball, and they bring him down for a short gain.
From the gun, Rodgers. A throw on the move is caught. And he'll be taken down as we tick down to the 2-minute warning. 2 minutes remain in a 3-0 first half. We'll come back to Soldier Field. Following this, 3rd and 2. Here we go. From the shotgun, it's nowhere to go. He's going to be taken down. The Bears will use one of their timeouts here. Here comes Chris Boswell to try a field goal. This a 31-yard attempt. He is 2 for 2. That kick is good. And the Steelers to tack on 3 more, extending the lead here late in the first half.
And this is what you want. I mean, you clearly have the advantage, but you want to continue to apply pressure. Can you score every time you get the ball? They're able to do that here. They tack on 3 and extend their lead.
Back out is Boswell following the field goal. He'll send this one away. On the return, it's Devin Duvernay. Across the 20, they'll mark him down before the 25-yard line. That's where the offense will take over. So out comes the Chicago offense as they get set to take over once more. They're still in search for their first points in this one, but only trailing 6-0. And this drive will begin with a first down. Operating from the shotgun, it's Williams. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on first down.
Recognizing the blitz is just the first step in the process for a quarterback understanding who you can account for with the protection and then who you can't account for. That's where your hot receiver comes in. He points to his receiver who the defender they're hot off of. That guy comes, gets the ball out of his hand, and results in a completion.
That's going to be incomplete. Coverage very good there. Contact jarring the ball loose. And it's going to force third down.
All things considered, it's actually a pretty good pass. I mean, he puts the ball in a place where only his guy can catch it. But I think he hears those footsteps coming from that nearest defender, and he's not able to secure the catch through contact.
Going up top. And this ball incomplete on third down.
I just don't like the look of this passing game. Like, it just seems a bit erratic. On top of the 2 straight incompletions, they've already turned the ball over through the air. And truthfully, with how dangerous some of these throws have been, they're lucky it hasn't been even more.
Here's Torrey Taylor now, as he'll punt it away for the second time. And he'll be brought down, short return, and they'll take over there. The Steelers offense back onto the field for their next possession. They work with a 6-point advantage as they start this drive on 1st and 10. Rodgers to throw. They go sideline, and he stays in bounds. Got the feet down in time. It's a first down.
Once he saw the defense, he knew that outbreaking route was going to be there. All he had to do was wait for his guy to get to the spot and drop the ball right in the bucket near the sideline.
An enviable spot to operate from. Here's 2nd and inches. This one grabbed by Austin. And he's going to have the first down as he gets out of bounds, and he stopped the clock as well.
First down, Steelers.
One of the easiest ways to negate these really good pass rushes in the NFL, Mike, is just to simply get the ball out of the quarterback's hand as fast as possible. And sometimes it's by design, sometimes it's based on need. But really nice job there by the quarterback, getting into the hands of his receiver, and let's see what he can do after the catch. He's usually such a reliable target in the passing game, Mike. We just don't see him struggle to come down with catches like that all too often. And when you're one of the go-to guys on your team, I know the hit's coming, but guess what? It feels a lot better after you take that hit after a catch than it does after a drop.
Rodgers going up top again. There's a short one caught by Freiermuth. The Steelers going to use one of their timeouts. They get the stoppage with just over 50 seconds to play in this first half.
Third down.
They need 8 as they come up for 3rd down. They'll throw again. Here's Rodgers. Open man, right side. He's got it. A gain there of 16 yards. That's a Steeler first down.
And that's an important conversion, not only because it keeps their offense on the field, and now they can go down and see if they can steal some late points. But either way, worst case scenario, Mike, if you're the offense here, you want to possess the ball going into halftime. Don't give your opponent a chance to go down and score on you. So big pickup there. Now we'll see if they can turn it into some points.
Now Pittsburgh will bang a timeout here. That's their 2nd. And the stoppage comes with 23 seconds left on the first half clock.
Give him credit for keeping this play alive as long as he could. This easily could have gone down for a loss, but he's kind of able to find his way forward and at least get back to the line of scrimmage.
Here's a 2nd and 9. Now Rodgers. Oh, a huge mistake late in the half. It is intercepted. And the Bears are going to take possession here at their own 33.
Right, these are just throws you're not accustomed to seeing, especially from a quarterback that has played this much football. He's been around the NFL for a long time. He's got to make better decisions. Costly mistakes like that are going to kill his team.
The Bears offense going to get it one final time in this first half. In motion, it's Odunze. Throwing on first down, it's Williams. Open man, that's Rome Odunze. That's a second charge timeout to Chicago as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half.
At the 40-yard line.
Second down and 3. From the shotgun, it's Williams. And they'll have it across midfield down at the opposing 46-yard line. And now a timeout 7 seconds left in this first half.
And that first down was huge for this offense. Now they can take a deep breath. Focus on trying to put a late scoring drive together before we hit the halftime break.
Here's 1st and 10. Throwing is Williams. Open man, that's Luther Burden. And he's close to another first down. He's brought down just shy of the marker. Halftime coming up. We'll get you down to Scott Hansen and our EA Sports Halftime Report.
All right, Mike, thanks very much. Scott Hansen, good to be with you from the Orlando EA Sports Studios with an abridged halftime report. This one shaping up to be a tight one, as evidenced by the scoreboard. Both these teams playing it close to the vest in the first half. What will happen in the second half? Let's find out as we send it back to the stadium and our commentary team, Mike Tirico and Greg Olson.
All right, Scott, thank you. This one still anyone's game. We'll see who can come out with a hot hand as our second half is about to get underway. Third quarter set to commence. And we're back underway here on EA Sports. Scott now on the return. And he'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. The Bears offense going to have the first crack at it as we begin this third quarter. The deficit, 6 points. Touchdown here would be mighty nice for the offense. See what they can do on this drive. 1st and 10. They'll start this one with a 3 tight end look. On 1st and 10, it's Williams. He finds his tight end, that's Smythe. After the catch, he gets that forward for a gain of 9.
The drag route is such a good way to get the ball early into the hands of your tight end and take some pressure off the quarterback and give him an easy completion. The size and the athleticism allows them to try to pick up more yards, but do it after the catch.
That one is complete. And he'll get about 5 here as he's out of bounds with a first down.
This play is actually really well defended here, but I'll tell you, Mike, as you know, my philosophy is the tight end is always open, and this just supports my case.
Here's Williams on 1st and 10. They're trying to set up the screen here to Swift. And that one's not fooling anyone. They were on that screen from the start, and they lost some yards on the play.
Well, the best screen plays, of course, you want the offensive lineman out in front of the running back. They act as his escort, his lead blockers. But what you can't afford is for the defenders to be in the backfield and get to the running back, because those offensive linemen, they can't help him at all.
Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long. Throwing again, Williams. And they get this one across midfield to the 47-yard line. A first catch for DJ, and a first down.
1st and 10 at the 47-yard line.
Probably took him a little bit longer than they would have preferred, but he finally gets on the board. First catch, first touch. Here as we start the second half.
On the ground, here's the Texas Longhorn, Roshan Johnson. And he'll manage to get this ahead for a pickup of 5.
A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5 at the 41-yard line.
From the 41, here's 2nd and 5. The tight end, Komet, is on the move. A play fake, and they'll throw with Williams. To the left side, into the hands of Moore. And they bring him down, but not until they get inside the 30-yard line. That's a pair of hookups on this drive. This one goes for 14 yards and a first down.
First and 10 at the 26-yard line.
First run of the game here for DeAndre Swift. Trying to find someplace to go, but nothing developing. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 1.
Yeah, and this play, Mike, is really just the epitome of what we've seen this entire game. They have not been able to get anything going offensively. It almost seems like they've been operating going in reverse the entire day. In this case, another run, another loss.
And he just does get that one away. He was being chased down, forced the awkward throw. Maybe he's fortunate that all it is an incompletion.
Nice example there, Mike, of the quarterback just being smart with the ball, understanding it didn't quite develop the way he had intended. Throw that ball out of harm's way, live to play another down.
On third down, it's Williams. He'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
And I think this is just a really good quarterback play. You understand you got 3 points in your pocket. Don't try to be a hero on third down and make the perfect pass. Throw it away, and at the end, just come away with points on this drive.
On fourth down, it's Cairo Santos on for the Bears field goal. Spotted at the 35, this a 45-yard attempt. Santos' kick is good. And the Bears are on the board. They cut the lead to 6-3.
And I can tell you firsthand, Mike, when you find yourself trailing in a game, you don't feel very good about coming away with field goals. But in this case, it does get them a little bit closer and cut into this deficit.
Cairo Santos following the made field goal. Back out to kick this one away. This one taken at the 7. And he'll work this one past the 25 to right about the 28-yard line. Steelers offense ready for their first possession of this second half. They lead by a field goal as they go to work with a 1st and 10. They'll start this on the ground with Warren. And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's about all.
You could just see the frustration on the running back's face as he's getting helped up off the ground. Like, there was just nowhere to go from the moment he was handed the ball. Give credit to the defense. Great job.
They'll try again. It's 2nd and 10. They'll stay on the ground with Warren. Once again, this defense up to the task. They stop it for no gain yet again. And now it's 3rd down.
You could tell the entire time that running back is just looking for his crease to get vertical and cut back. But the defense does a great job. Inside-out pursuit, strings this ball out towards the sideline. Nowhere to go, and they make a big stop for no gain.
On 3rd down, Rodgers. That'll be caught by the running back, Warren. 18 yards on the pickup there. Good for a Steeler 1st down.
A gain of 18 on the play. And the Steelers 1st down.
Really nice job there, Mike. I mean, he sees the blitz coming and just gets the ball out of his hands. Understand where your outlets are. It results in an easy pitch and catch and move the chains.
Off the play fake, Rodgers. Quick pass coming across the field. He's got it. And they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line.
A gain of 16 yards.
That's a gain of 16. This offense is humming. A first down.
You know, Mike, these crossing routes, you just see them being used more and more often. And really, it's because it's good against any defense. And what it does is it creates separation. It allows some of your best players to catch the ball on the move. And that short throw oftentimes turns into a long run.
So, points at a premium. Defensive battle so far as we are through 3. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Lost one on the last play, so now it's 2nd and 11. Working out of the gun, it's Rodgers. He finds Metcalf on the slant. And he's into the end zone. That might be the knockout punch. DK Metcalf. Touchdown, Steelers. Everything you want to do right there, Greg, in the 4th quarter. Get the ball with the lead and extend it to a 2-score advantage.
Yeah, and I think this just might end up being too much to overcome. You said it. Once you get a 2-score lead this late in the 4th quarter, there's just not enough possessions to be had to claw yourself back in it.
Chris Boswell on for the point after. The kick is good. And the Steelers move out in front, 13-3.
Bears 3.
Boswell now following the touchdown. Back out to kick this one off. Duvernay on the return. And they'll bring him down just shy of the 30-yard line. Williams going to look to throw it on first down. In trouble, and he's going to be taken down. The linebacker, Alex Highsmith, in there for the sack. It is a loss of 6 to begin the drive.
Defense came out in a soft zone, and I think it caught the quarterback a little off guard. He was trying to attack them downfield. By the time he was able to get through his progression to his check down, he ran out of time, and that's all the pass rush needed to get into the backfield and bring him down.
On second down, it's Williams. Gonna look deep, looking for more. They're gonna take over now at their own 34-yard line.
This is really becoming a key element to playing quarterback in the NFL, Mike, the ability to play off script and use your legs to extend the play. I think in this case, he either needs to tuck that ball down and become a runner, or he just simply needs to throw that ball away.
Here comes the Pittsburgh offense now, heading back onto the field. Their lead is 10. They go back to work, trying to add to it. It begins with first down. They send Freiermuth, the tight end, in motion. First down for Aaron. Get this to his tight end, Freiermuth. After the catch, he gets that forward for a gain of 9.
The drag route. We used to say this is day one install. Every single offense in the NFL has this sort of route, especially for the tight end position. And depending on the speed and the run after catch ability of the tight end, sometimes it can lead to some of the biggest gains.
On play action, Rodgers. A very quick throw there, but not on the same page with his target. That's incomplete.
A rare miss for a quarterback that we've seen really come out on fire throughout this entire contest. I mean, his completion percentage, Mike, is well above league average, and frankly, it's really the biggest reason why they find themselves out in front.
It's the quarterback with the sneak. He will have a Steelers first down. They're able to convert, albeit not by much, but they get it on 3rd and a yard.
I don't want to take anything away from the quarterback here, Mike. He did a nice job picking up that first down, but this play is won or lost by the big guys up front. They're the ones who need to get off the snap on time, get leverage on the defender, and create the space needed for the quarterback to pick up the first down.
Here's a handoff to Waller. He'll struggle to get back to the line of scrimmage. Maybe he gets a yard out of that one. It's 2nd down.
A gain of a yard brings up 2nd down at the 47-yard line.
They'll run straight ahead with Warren. It's a gain of 10 yards. That's a Steeler first down.
It's a gain of 10. First down, Steelers.
4-minute offense, Mike, so what does it mean? 1, make the defense use all of their remaining timeouts. 2, continue to pick up first downs, milk the clock. And then 3, if possible, finish with the ball in your hands.
And he's going to be taken down. Not so easy this time. They drop him back behind the line. It's 2nd down.
So these situations, Mike, are always very tricky for a play caller. Of course you want to keep the clock moving. You're just trying to run the game out and maintain this lead, but you also don't want to become overly predictable. So with the defense just selling out to stop the run, I think they have to mix in a few high completion percentage passes to just at least keep them off balance.
And they'll stop it. At least it's an improvement over the last play. They're not losing yardage, but they didn't gain any here. And now it's going to be 3rd down. So, 2 minutes to play here in the 2nd half. Greg and I back on EA Sports. After this, you've got to consider this an absolute must-stop defensively. It's 3rd down. That is incomplete. Well read that time defensively, making it difficult downfield, and that's going to bring up a 4th down.
Little miscommunication there. Now brings up 3rd down. It just doesn't appear that the quarterback and the wide receiver were on the same page on that last pass.
So the Steelers ready to kick this one skyward as they try to play the field position game here, protecting a 4th quarter lead.
The Bears take over.
Now, Caleb Williams and the Bears. Trailer 13-3, a minute 50 to play. It's been a struggle to score all day, and now they need to do it twice here late to have a chance. Here's 1st and 10. They'll drop to throw. Throw here down the field. Will fall. Incomplete.
This is one of those situations that plays directly into the hands of the defense because, think, Mike, they know this offense has to be one-dimensional. This has to be a pass. So what do? They bring in extra defensive backs. They clog up the back end. And at the end of the day, there's just nowhere for the offense to go with the ball.
Moving to his right. Carrying that ball loosely, and it is out. And it looked like one of the Bears was able to get in there. He did, so the ball stays with Chicago.
So even though they avoid the turnover, this is still a play that they're going to coach hard off of. They're going to bring guys into the meeting room next week and say, hey, guys, we're not always going to be so fortunate. The ball is not always going to bounce our way. Anybody who handles the ball from the center to the quarterback to any of the ball carriers, the most important aspect of team offense is protecting the ball at all costs.
He'll get a dozen out of that one, scrambling his way to a first down.
This just kills you as a defensive coordinator. Here you are thinking you're going to get a 3-and-out, get off the field, pick up some momentum for your team, and you allow the quarterback to get loose with his legs, and he's able to pick up just enough on third down to convert, and now you got to go back out and defend a fresh set of downs.
That's a second charge timeout to Chicago, and they'll get together prior to the second down play.
A 7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3 at the 33-yard line.
Working out of the gun, here's Williams. That's a short throw, caught by Komet, and he'll be taken down. The gain is 6, and it's a new set of downs. He picked up the first down.
I just love the feel this tight end has, Mike, for the defense when they play zone coverage. Certain guys, they want to run routes like they're lines on a piece of paper, and they end up going from uncovered space to covered space, but not the case here. He knew he was open. He knew he was in the right spot. He stayed open. The quarterback delivered a good ball.
And he'll be taken down, but it takes them across midfield down to the 40-yard line. They get an even 20 on that one. Good for a Bears first down. Throw it again. It's Williams. Another one there for Burden. The Bears go ahead, take their third and final timeout as they get it with 16 seconds remaining on the clock.
The receiver thought he had a nice soft spot in that zone coverage, and he settles down to give a nice target to the quarterback. But the defense had eyes on him the entire time. Secure rally tackle prevents that from turning into a big play.
Williams to the air once more. Over the middle, he's got Burden. And he takes it down to the 15-yard line. That's catch 3 just on this drive. And it gets his team a first down. So this one, a win for the visiting Steelers. They didn't quite get the shutout they were hoping for and likely deserved. This was a tremendous defensive performance. They held the other guys to just a field goal, that's all. That defensive unit was the driving force in this victory. So that'll do it for us. For Greg Olsen and our terrific team behind the scenes, I'm Mike Tirico. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. Follow us on X at EA Madden NFL. So long, everybody.